friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another book haul. You know what? I didn't do too bad this month. I think I only hauled maybe 12 books this month. That is a feat for me. If you guys know, I am known for my very, very large book hauls and having zero self-control, but I did it this month and you know, I'm not even mad about it because a lot of the books that I got them used. I bought a few books new. I had a few books bought for me, so I will take it. I will take it all the way. And I'm so glad this is a short haul because it's hot as hell in my house and I cannot wait to turn the AC back on because it's freaking hot and I'm dying. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I actually have 11 books. Look at me go. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the used ones and then we'll move into the brand new books that I bought. And then we'll end off this video. It's gonna be a short one. I love it. So the first one that we have is Their Fractured Light. This is by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is the third book in the series. I do own the other two. Unfortunately, I own them in paperback, which is sad, but I don't plan on keeping this series, I don't think, after I read it, unless it's freaking spectacular and I absolutely love it. Sci-fi is not really my jam, to say the least, but when I saw this come in used, and the cover, honestly, the cover is stunning. There was no way that I could pass that up. So I did pick it up, but I actually don't have any idea what the series is about. I've heard good things. I've heard mixed reviews, but I've heard some good things about it, so that's the reason why I picked it up in the first place. And I'm excited to finally, hopefully get around to the series soon because I have had it on my shelf for quite some time. Okay, up next, I picked up another sequel, of course, of the first book that I haven't actually read, but that is Illusionary by Zoraida Cordova. This is the second book in the Incendiary series. Again, I picked this up because the cover was absolutely stunning. I actually picked up Incendiary as well, but I already owned it. I just wanted to switch out the dust jackets because I liked the original dust jacket better than the Owl Crate one that was on the book that I had. But I really wanted the second book just because the cover looked absolutely stunning. And the book looks good, so hopefully I enjoy book one so I can actually get to book two. But yeah, this cover was everything that I needed. Again, I don't know what the synopsis of Incendiary is. I just know that I had it on my shelf and I wanted the second book. So starting off strong here. Up next, we have a graphic novel, which I'm really excited about. And in my vlog, I said that this was the graphic novel after the series, but I think it's actually a prequel to the series, so I can actually read this right now, and that is V.E. Schwab's Shade of Magic, The Steel Prince. This is a graphic novel about Kel's father, the king, Maxim Marsh, I believe his name is, and I've heard really good things about this graphic novel series. The art style in here is very grungy and dark. Just looks like it's going to be a really good one. I've loved V.E. Schwab's work so far. I've read now 3 of her books, so I'm really excited to get around to a graphic novel version of the Shades of Magic world, and I'm really excited to get around to this one. Up next, we have another sequel. Wow, there's a lot of sequels on here. I promise the next 2 are starts of a series. And I have Leah and the Offbeat. This is technically a standalone companion novel. This is following the best friend from Simon and the Hope and Sapiens Agenda, Leah. It's her own book, and I've heard really good things about this whole entire series. I have read Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and The Upside of Unrequited, so I wanted to continue to collect the books in the Simonverse, and this was the next one that I needed. I have heard good things about this one. I know that it's LGBTQI+. I know that Simon is going to be in this book, and I think that Leah is really struggling with her sexuality and figuring out her identity, as well as just, you know, navigating through friend stuff and high school stuff, so I'm really excited to give this one a go. I have really loved the Simonverse so far. Okay, up next we have 2 mass market paperbacks, which I hate mass markets, but I was really excited for both of these books, so I picked them up. The first one being Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. This has been compared to Nevernight, which I really enjoyed the first 2 books in that series so far. This one has to do with assassin school, but with nuns, and that's all I needed. Those were all of the buzzwords that I needed. On the back here it says, at the convent of Sweet Mary, young girls are raised to be killers. In some few children, the old blood shows, gifting rare talents that can be honed to deadly and mystic effects. But even the mistress of swords and shadows doesn't truly understand what they all have purchased when Nona Grey is plucked from the gallows and brought into their halls. That's all I need to know. It sounds like it's going to be a very dark and twisty book. I'm really excited for it. I did purchase a sequel of this book in July, so I do have book 1 and book 2 in this series now, and I'm really excited. Hopefully I can get around to this one like ASAP. Look how little it looks right there. All right, the next one is Brandon Sanderson's Warbreaker. This is a standalone book. I only picked it up because it was Brandon Sanderson. I usually try to pick up his UK editions because I really don't care for the US editions. I think that they're not pretty, but if I love this one, then I'll pick it up in the UK edition. I haven't heard too much about this particular novel, so I didn't feel like it was worth paying the UK price and the UK shipping just to get myself a UK copy when I could pick it up, use, read it, and see if I liked it. So that's this one. I don't know the synopsis of this one at all. Just like with all of Brandon Sanderson's books, they're quite convoluted and hard to explain, so I'm not really gonna try to delve into this one, but I am really excited to have it on my shelf. Okay, up next are all of the books that I purchased new. I'm really excited to get around to some of these. I'm like so pumped for them. The first one being Nicola Yoon's new book, and that is Instructions for Dancing. This book sounds like it's going to be really cute. I don't remember the characters' names because I haven't read this, but Evie doesn't believe in love. She has the ability at some point in her life to see people's love stories and how they eventually end. And so she stopped believing in love because she doesn't believe that it can last. But then when she's at a dance class, she meets X, who is kind of changing her mind in regards to love and emotions. And I just heard that it's really cute. I'm really excited for it. I have loved Nicola Yoon's first book that I read by her, which was The Sun Is Also a Star. I have yet to read everything, but I do have it on my shelves. Now I own 2 books that I really need to read by her, and I'm excited for this one. It's a short little book, so I'm excited, and hopefully I can get around to it soon. Okay, up next we have A Song of Wreath and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. This book sounds so good. So we have Malik, who I already forgot, like he's at the solstice festival and he's trying to escape the world that he's always known, but when his sister gets kidnapped and the only means of payment is to kill the queen of this world, he sets on a path to do so. However, the queen of this world, Karina, also has deadly aspirations because her mother was just killed in a coup basically, and she has set out to resurrect her mother using dark magic. However, in order to do that, she needs the heart of a prince and the blood of a prince. So that happens to be Malik, and they end up trying to woo each other so they can kill each other. They're both in it for vengeance and revenge, but sparks start to fly and there starts to be feelings developed, and who knows if they can actually complete their tasks in the end. But this one sounds really good. I've heard really good things about this book. It is a Black-centered fantasy, which I love to have on my shelves, and I'm really hoping to get to this one ASAP. Up next is a book that I have zero idea about, and I only picked it up because I was out with my sister and they recommended it, said that they heard about it on TikTok and thought that I would like it. So that is The Witch King by H.E. Eggman. All Hail the King and King. I've heard that, well, from what they told me, this is a trans, non-binary book, rep book that is a fantasy. That was all I needed to hear to pick it up. The cover on this is absolutely stunning. It gives me Stranger Things vibes for sure. I actually have zero idea what this is about. It says, "Fire is the only magic I know. It is the only thing that came naturally to me when I was forbidden from learning anything else. And what good would fire do to me besides making everything worse?" So I don't know, it just sounded like it was going to be a good read. I love having more LGBTQI plus books on my shelves, especially LGBTQI plus fantasy, so I will take it every time. And finally, I completed my collection of the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab with A Conjuring of Light. This is the 3rd and final book in the series. Well, the 3rd and what used to be final book. I believe there's more books coming in this world from what I heard. I could be wrong about that. Maybe that's the Vicious series. I'm not sure. But I am really excited to give this series a go for book 2 and 3. I have yet to read book 2 and 3. Book 1 was absolutely amazing, one of my favorite fantasies of all time, and I'm really excited to get around to this. If you don't know what the Shades of Magic series is about, it follows Kel, who has this ability to walk through and travel through the different Londons, which is pretty much not possible for everyone else in the world. I forget what he's called, and Antari. The Antaris are the only people that are able to do this, and in the first book there are only 2 Antaris left, and using his blood and different types of magic, he can travel between the 4 or 5 Londons: Grey London, White London, Black London, Red London. Maybe there's 4. But I have really enjoyed this series so far. You have these 2 characters who are unlikely matches that are forced to stick together to help to save the world when a item from Black London ends up infiltrating their town and causing a ruckus. So it just is a really good series. It was a very terrible way of explaining it. It's been a little while since I read the book, but I really liked the writing, the characters, the storyline, everything about it worked for me, and I'm really excited for book 2 and 3. Hopefully, jeez, choked on my spit. Hopefully I can get around to book 2 and 3 really soon. And the last and final book that I have for today's haul is Without Merit by Colleen Hoover. I have zero idea what this is about. I picked it up. Actually, I didn't buy it. Conjuring of Light and Colleen Hoover's book was purchased by my brother. He bought them for me, and I saw it in the bookstore. First of all, I never see Colleen Hoover in bookstores. I don't know what it is about finding her in like Barnes & Noble and stuff, but I have a hard time finding her books. So when I saw this at a new bookstore, I was like, no way, I need to buy it give it to me. My brother was like, you know what, if you want them both, I'll buy them both for you. So I didn't even look at the synopsis. I just grabbed it and ran with it. I have heard nothing but good things about this one. I love Colleen Hoover. I read It Ends With Us earlier this year and absolutely loved it. I've been wanting to pick up another Colleen Hoover book since forever, so I'm really hoping that I can get to this one soon. The only thing that I'm going to read on the back says, not every mistake deserves a consequence. Sometimes the only thing it deserves is forgiveness. So it sounds like it's going to be yet another sad book by the Queen Coho, so I'm really excited to get around to this one as well. Just like everything else in this freaking haul, I'm excited about it. All right, these are all the books that I hauled in the month of June. I will have to say, not too bad. I have definitely done worse, for sure, 100%. And I'm pretty proud of myself for having some self-control and not bringing home every single book that I wanted to last month. I cannot say the same for July because July is my birthday month. I've already brought home this much on the 7th of the or 8th of the month, and it's only the 8th, and I haven't even gotten to my birthday yet. So expect next month's haul to be quite a feat, but I am really excited for this list nonetheless. Let me know down below if you guys have read any of these ones, what your thoughts are on them, and let me know what you guys hauled in the month of June. I would love to know that as well. But that is the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and of course leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.